All right, Ken, what did you bring us?
Okay, so you guys have known about the Ford Raptor.
Sure.
And everybody, a thing came out in the magazines and everybody said it wasn't going to sell, no one was going to like it and everything else. And 160,000 trucks later, all the magazines I think got proved wrong and such. But
I've seen a lot. I mean, I live in Los Angeles. I see those things, although I see Humvees all over the place.
I've driven a few.
But yeah, they're all over the place.
Well, and we'd have our customers, we just do GM stuff. So they're just kind of, what's the matter? Why can't we get, General Motors to do something?
Why can't GM do a Raptor?
So, we had to wait till the 2014 truck came out because it's all new sheet metal, the whole new body. But we've got a relationship with, I think, one of the greatest GM upfitters called Southern Comfort Motors. They're down around Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
And we sat down with them. We're good at the suspension stuff and the engine work, and they're good at upfitting body work. And so we got together and decided we were going to do a Raptor fighter we call the Reaper. So this is the Chevrolet Reaper. It's sold in Chevy dealers that are Southern Comfort dealers. It's a lifted truck. It's 3-inch lift. It's got the good wheels and the great tires. So we've got general grabbers on here. The body's been upfitted to get a very aggressive look to it. You can buy it with a supercharged motor or without a supercharged motor. Exhaust is Corsa. Suspension, it's got the good Fox shocks and such. So we did some prototyping. We took it out to the desert and ran it through the desert 60, 70 miles an hour and had a blast with it. And so we started producing these trucks this year, and it's doing really good.
So what does this retail for versus the Raptor? And let's just say I don't care about Ford or GM. I just want a cool truck. Convince me that this is a better idea for me to spend my money on.
Well, the first thing that should convince you it's a better idea is it's a Chevrolet. Now, obviously, I'm a little partial to Chevrolet, but that's the first thing that I look at. But the fact is, it depends on what the options are. It's a 20,000 plus upfit with the supercharger and everything else, and customers can get them in some different forms. They can get some different options on them to jazz them up even more.
So you can start with any. I mean, does it have to be the 4-door? Can you do it with the 2-door or the half doors or the
it's the
extended
half door
cab,
and it's a half door and this one. We don't build it off the single door truck.
Okay.
Yet.
And then any interior package that you get from GM, basically you can essentially outfit.
Comes with a bottle of Southern Comfort.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
But, damn.
Yeah.
I'm out then. I'm getting a Raptor.
This is the Southern Comfort that's the upfitter, GM upfitter, and they do a wonderful job. Their fit and finish is great.
The package you said is about $20,000 on top of the price of whatever truck.
It can be even a little bit more depending on, I guess, what you want to do for options.
But you can do it a la carte. You can fit your budget. I imagine you could probably buy a lower stage car, take it home for 6 months, win the lottery, and bring it back and tell them to put the supercharger on it.
Well, again,
we're
really trying to make sure these come out of the Chevy dealers already equipped. So the Reaper has got the suspension underneath it already. You might want to, if you waited and didn't do the supercharge, you could probably get the supercharger afterwards.
Yeah, but you guys at Lingenfelter still offer the supercharger and all that stuff separately anyway. So
that can be done, but not with the suspension. This is suspension and everything else.
Unique to this truck.
That's right. The truck that's going to compete with the Ford Raptor is the Reaper. Magnuson has done a really good job. They build these in 5.3s and also 6.2s. The supercharger adds about 100 horsepower, something under 100 horsepower, so this thing really goes.
What's the displacement?
What engine is in this one here?
This is a 6.2.
6.2.
Yeah, actually, this one was mine, to be honest with you, and so it's the Sierra. It's the highest level of Silverado truck, and so it's got the better interior and everything else.
So how much horsepower are you making here?
It's about 530.
Would Edelbrock use the same
Edelbrock does their own, but similar screws, I think, on the inside. This one's from Magnuson, as Ken was saying, and
they're set way back.
They make a good blower.
Yeah, they really do. Edelbrock will have a supercharger also, and I'm sure they'll be ready for trucks. In fact, I think they've got them completed right now, but the Magnuson for this vehicle really works out well. Lots of power, lots of fun.
Now, these twin screws must make incredible low-end torque, and that's what you really want with this thing to get it moving, right?
Yep.
Should we fire it up and give it a listen?
We can do it.
We've got remote reservoir.
Wow. why it's called Ugly American, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that thing sounds
It
mean.
sounds great.
There you
And
go.
you know what I love? I when we do the show, I never know who's bringing what or what it is. I didn't know there was a raptor killer out there, and now it's a snake and a mongoose situation, although the raptor's gone the way of the dodos. As long as I'm
there's a
sticking
lot
with
of
my
that. There are a lot of
animal metaphors. The raptor's gone with the dodo,
Yeah.
and now there's just the reaper. Ken, why don't you toss out your website one more time
Yeah,
so people
it's
know where to find you?
Sure, it's just Lingenfelter.com. Nice and easy. Lingenfelter.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure.
Glad to be
Until next time, this is Adam for Ken and Matt saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.